writing is from here. And my best writing came from being hurt, like really bad. And it's really interesting. I don't want to be hurt, but I get hurt. We all get hurt. We all do. But that's where it comes from. Bad relationships, a bad time, something bad. I don't like the word bad, but live on it. And then I write, and being a writer is really difficult. You feel a lot of shit, and I definitely do. For instance, my friend that died. That hurts. Guess what? I write an incredible piece of music. Maybe it's not incredible. Maybe it sucks. I don't fucking know. But I mean,
yeah, but it helps get you through it.
It is me going, wow. I see the notes. I feel them. This is a crazy story. So I became friends with the guy in the storeroom, and I became friends with the guy that was the security guard and became a famous actor. He acted as Anton Fisher.
Wait, he was the security guard?
Anton Fisher was the security guard. He was my friend, and I try to advise him on stuff, but whatever. He did his own thing. No, I didn't. But I went to this the record store all the time because I wanted to buy this box set because Stravinsky's music was so incredible. I saved up enough money. I learned so much. And I used to drive by his house. He was already dead, but I knew where he used to live.
Where was his house? Where did he used to live?
North Hollywood. And I saved up because I needed to hear all this music. All this music. And that's how I learned how to do string arrangements. Apollo. Knock you on the ass. Apollo. Beautiful. Incredible. And I just kept listening. Wow. What an experience that was. Still is, because I haven't figured it out yet. I wish I could have met that guy. I didn't meet him. He died way before he even started making music. And he's a genius. Everyone knows that. And the irony is, a lot of records I released, they compared me to Stravinsky. And like, wow. Love you.
So he had a big influence on your career, at the beginning especially.
Oh, huge. Like Led Zeppelin, like all of it. Chick Corea and all that. Chick died, it sucked. I called his son. See, that's the weird thing about me. I float through all these different things.
What do you mean by that?
All kinds of musics. It doesn't matter. It's all beautiful.
You mean like you float during different periods of your life, whether, let's say, if you're happy or like different periods of your life, that you float to different types or genres of music?
Yes and no. It all started at the same time. I always say this story. I picked up a guitar at 12 years old, changed my life, and that music exploded. I was already into music. I was a kid. I mean, we were kids, you like music, I loved Elvis Presley. I mean, it was great. I remember my parents dancing in the kitchen and shit. And
to what? What did they used to dance to?
Their music, 50s,
right,
whatever.
Okay.
And then I ended up meeting all these people and working with them. It's weird. Yeah. But the real music that hit me was different. And I'm thinking about Apollo right now.
Because music's something that, like, no matter what happens in life, it's always like it can be like a consistent. You can always, it's always there.
Yes and no. There's no consistency in music.
No, I'm saying, but it's like it's always there. You know what I mean? Like it's like when you have a breakup with a boyfriend or something, you sit there listening to the sad romance song, or you're getting married, you plan your wedding list based on all your favorite songs, or you have your wedding songs, what matters, you have each couple has like their song, or what I mean, or if you're in your what period of life, like if like nowadays my girls are into like the hip hop thing or rap or whatever, it's just like it's always
music's always there. Life. People don't realize that it's there from you to the day you were born and to the day you die.
Yeah, and even I played music to my kids or something, but if you wanted your kids to be smarter, you played them Beethoven, and then the kids were born and they had these Einstein baby Mozart things on that would literally go on the screen that I would put on the for them.
That's the story. But the last live gig I ever did, because I don't do live gigs and I won't, and it was a funeral for my friend. Wow, it's a song, right? Funeral for a friend. And my friend died, and we were in a band together. I miss him. He died really young, 40 years old. That's young, and I was playing with him, a big band, and Steve Vai, and it was crazy. The last gig I ever did live, because I don't do live. Impossible getting to play live, but it was beautiful, and we did it for a friend. Elton John did that song. Elton John. That's not his real name, you know that.
You told me I didn't know that before. Just like Ringo Starr, I didn't know his real name either until you told me, and how you have it coded in your phone. We're not going to tell you guys that.
Yeah. You're gonna cut that shit the fuck out.
It's true. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know you.
But I mean, music for me was something that was incredible because I was going.
You said in a way it saved you.
It did.
And I think a lot of people grasp onto
12 years old, when I picked up that guitar,
it
was incredible. It was incredible. And every time I hit this thing, or piano, whatever, I play a lot of instruments. Guitar was the main one. I miss it. It saved my life. But music is incredible. It's like this thing that just generates. How do you explain it? It's just. Wow, it's like says everything to you. And I was just recording a song called Chapters last week, and when they looked at me back, the producer and stuff, it's a beautiful song. It's about me. That's what music can do, because people can't do that for you. They can't.
And you said it's something it's always going to be there for you. It doesn't disappoint you. It's like, relationships, divorces, girlfriends, whatever.
It's a beautiful piece of music. I can't believe I wrote it. It took me 5 minutes. I wrote it. I was sitting. This is difficult. I was hanging out with Shaka Khan at the time when I wrote it, and
Shaka Khan.
And Shaka Khan. And it's a beautiful song, and I'm glad I wrote it. And it's heavy, and I don't.
What is it about exactly?
Me.
Like the chapters of your life.
Yeah.
Like how your life is all it's a story, and when you're.
It is a story. And everybody's life is a story.
Everyone.
I love how people say, "Oh, you should write a book. You should write a book." Everybody should write a book. Everybody has a book. Some books are better.
People just think that yours, because of all the famous people and all the people bands and everything.
That's not what that's to make the book.
I know, but other people think that, and people are attracted to entertainment and celebrities or names because everyone knows them, and the fact that you were associated, with a band, did something with Journey, Cheap Trick, that Elton John, that Michael Jackson, that you knew all this. But in general, you're right. Everyone really does have a story. Everyone. Just the one, those are the ones that have names that everyone recognizes and knows in the world. People think that's
being in love with somebody is a story. It's really important because things happen, and I've had a life of. It's incredible, actually, because I came from nowhere.
And just because all these people, like last night when we were at Alchemy, there's a pitch for Alchemy, but and he was playing all the songs, and all the people that play the song, the actual songs there, and everything, but that doesn't make you who you are. You know what I mean? That just you just have unique that we're so immersed in that world, and not just where my dad did producing, and so he was attached to different things. So much about various. You were involved with everybody in the music,
Yeah,
from the
it
rock and
was.
roll side to the
Yeah.
other side, the opposing side. So it's very unique.
I loved when I mean, there's some big moments. The big moments. My ex-wife, who I hate, we can put that on tape. It was her 50th birthday, and her favorite person was Dwight Yoakam. So I called him, and he called her up and sang happy birthday to her. That's how I do birthday presents. And it was cool. And I was more excited because I knew it was going to happen. She didn't. It's kind of funny. And I felt like a little kid.
It's cute.
And then he eventually did call and sang her happy birthday. And
Was she happy then?
yeah, I guess. And that ended up me working with Bob Thornton and all this. It turned into a whole deal. But it doesn't matter who you meet. And what I love about my life, the one thing, is I get to meet everyone. And I don't know why. I don't. It's been amazing. My brother posted a picture on Facebook recently. I'm with Tiny Tim. I'm like 1 year old or some shit. And he did, tip top on the tulips. And I don't remember it. I see the picture, so I know it was there. And my whole life's been like that. And it just kept happening and happening and happening. It doesn't really matter. I just, when I hit that guitar, it was everything for me.
But I think a lot of musicians, that is like what saves them. I think a lot of musicians, especially, like, in a weird way, a lot of them, they're tortured souls. It's a lot of them that end up in alcoholism and addiction, but their music is what saves them. But it's also cursed in some way because that whole rock and roll lifestyle, or musicians or entertainments.
I never did the rock and roll lifestyle. It's fucking interesting about my career. I was in it. I mean, Eddie Van Halen was my neighbor. I used to hang out with him all the time. Never lived that lifestyle. I'm a really private person. I live on a ranch. I hang out with dogs. This is really weird for me. And I'm not public at all. And yet, I'm in the same circles and I get to meet the same guys and gals. I guess you have to say that now. And none of it matters. For me, it always came down to the music. It's the only thing that made sense. And dogs. I've had dogs my whole life. And it's the only thing. I've written every kind of music you can think of. I never did it for money. Sure, money's cool. Great. Yeah, we all need it. Yeah, it's great. I was rich for a long time. And it's really about hitting those notes. And it feels good. It really feels good. My friend died. Her name is Marilyn. I hit M, and for me it was in B flat. I hit it, and it was like, holy shit. I did not stop crying for 10 hours. And that's how long it took me to write that fucking piece of music. And that's for her. That's what that's about. And yeah, everybody likes money. It's great. But, I lived the lifestyle. I did it. Playboy Mansion, all that shit. You know what? Doesn't matter. You have to come back home here. That's all that matters. Music did that for me. I love animals and life. God, it's amazing. I want to thank my brother for showing me Led Zeppelin 4. It never would have happened. My second record was Fragile, yes. And guess who I worked with? Yes, a lot. And then Cheap Trick. And they got 7 Grammy nominations together. Fucking stupid. On my music, not their music, mine. And it just kept going and going. And never thought it was going to happen. I was just a kid. It's weird. The whole thing is strange. I'm 53 years old. I don't know what I'm doing.
But I think in a way you with music, it's what you grasped onto. And I think sometimes people from dysfunctional families such as my own, that was what, and you knew you wanted out. You knew you wanted, to get out and try to succeed. And you said you were a hustler and you wanted to become, that was what was your passion. And when you follow your passion, it's like, in a way, if you follow your passion, work, it's not a job. Because it's what you love doing, which is what,
It's never a job. It's never a fucking job. I was working 20 hours a day for fucking 20 years, and wasn't a job. I loved it so much. But what happened? I ruined my marriage. I ruined every relationship I had. I ruined everything. We're sitting in front of a piano. They only make 5 of these. I got one of them. And Adele rented this for me to do Hello. Weird. And it's cool. It's great. I wish I played on a track. I didn't. And I don't know. It's a weird deal, but music has really been everything. And it won't hurt you.
And you said you've written some of your best stuff when you had been going through the hardest times of your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think it's a way you tap really into your emotions.
I'm not sure about that, but yeah, I wrote something.
Then why do you think it is that you've written some of your best
I'm just
stuff?
looking at the timing. You get paid $500,000 a film. That's a lot of money. Wow, that's cool. I'll take it. And my personal life is horrible. I mean, as far as it is. Bad marriage, bad girlfriends, relationships, bad everything. My relationship with this piano, my guitar is incredible. It never ended. My dogs, I love dogs, and
but in a way, you're kind of married to your work, to your music.
Yeah.
And that's not always easy for someone to deal with.
No. I love it. I was doing so much stuff. It was insane. And I've been doing this for 40 fucking years, and it's hard to go through it all. It really is. There's too many movies, too many TV scores, too many things, and like.
What is it that you love so much about composing, like for film and TV? What is it that?
Freedom. And diversity. And that's the word we have to use now. But no, it was like I could be anybody I wanted to be. Any score, anything I want to do. And they love me. I've never been fired. It's amazing. Yeah. And just like, it's exciting. You get a film, you get some anxiety, and like, oh shit, can I actually do this? And you're like, oh, and then you knock it out of the park, and like, go, wow, that's cool. And then you're okay, and you jump on the next one. And I was just singing. I was swinging 6 TV shows at a time, and
how did you go back and forth between them? Wasn't that hard to do?
I don't know. Just do it. I love it.
Yeah, with creative people, often the more that's in your lap, the more to do. It's the way you function better.
Love it.
I think creative people's minds are wired differently.
Yeah, we're wackos. And I used to, my schedule here at the ranch, I would get up on the dot at 10 a.m. and, well, I don't know, eat something, I don't know. And then go to the studio, and I go to bed at 5 in the morning. Every day. I did this constantly. And I had 2 dogs that would hang out in the studio. And so we'd go out, and we'd go to the stables to hang out with the horses. I mean, you feed them, and it's how to wind down. It's your day job, right? You got to wind down. I miss it. It was beautiful. It was incredible. I'm grateful that I got to do that for a long time. that was the life. And I would crank up, I'd be in my studio fucking cranking up Marshall stacks, doing shit. It was incredible. I miss it. It was loud.
You're lucky it's not food.
It was fun. It was, no waffles. It was fun. It was really fun. Really good times. And now I just hang out in the house studio, and it's the way it is. Just make music, and music is beautiful.
That's what brings you the most joy.
Yeah. It's natural. I before music, I used to be an artist as a kid, and I won a lot of awards. And what was great, what was really amazing, I loved Snoopy. I used to draw Snoopy. I had one picture is hanging up on the wall. So later in life,
Did you say you met Charles?
I met Charles Schultz, and I'm like, the fucking way. And what a cool dude. And
you got that sweatshirt that he gave you?
he made such he signed it, and he was a good man. He was a good man. And I'm like, Snoopy. Shit.
Lightness. Charlie Brown.
So tell me, I'm not with dogs because of that. I mean, we sit here, saw a picture of me when I was 1 year old, my first dog. Twinkle. Dogs. So I wrote a record called Dogs. It's not done. It's about every dog I ever had. It's a hot record. It's worse than Girlfriends, you know? And
But you have a record called Girlfriends?
no, that's good.
Hear that one. Yes.
But
Taylor Swift, were you back?
the longest song was Lucy. Twinkle was 75 minutes. Twinkle. I mean, I don't know where we're going with this, but but I wrote about every fucking dog I've ever had. Writing is different from playing. Yeah, you're playing, which is amazing. It's incredible. It's awesome. Writing is from here, and my best writing came from being hurt, like really bad, and it's really interesting. I don't want to be hurt, but I get hurt. We all get hurt. We all do. But that's where it comes from. Bad relationships, a bad time, something bad. I don't like the word bad, but live on it. And then I write. And, being a writer is really difficult. You feel a lot of shit. And I definitely do. For instance, my friend that died. That hurts. Guess what? I write an incredible piece of music. Maybe it's not incredible. Maybe it sucks. I don't fucking know. But I mean,
yeah, but it helps get you through it.
It is me going, wow. I see the notes. I feel them. A bad relationship. Well, those became easy. Ironically, I never wrote about my divorce. Most painful thing in my life. Like it. It's, pain is a big deal. I was working on a record that is not done. And on the record was a lot of big names. One of them, Keith Emerson, one of my all-time heroes. 6 weeks in, he blew his head off. He committed suicide. Shit. I thought he didn't like the music. That's my ego. No, he just was, he don't like himself. Beautiful stuff that he played. And I finally got to work with him on a real level. That hurt. Not his fault. He had his,
but you even said with some of your stories that people like, like Michael Jackson, you even said that deep down he didn't like himself, but he became someone, that everyone wanted, but he did not feel wanted. You know, musicians are an interesting breed of people. You know, it's like their minds are just wired. They're different. But you do a lot of people. You've mentioned along that, and a lot of them. That's why they end up with a lot of alcohol and addiction issues. It's very common in that business. You know, it's just that they're so talented.
I was a fucking hard one though. I mean, because I was calling him all night. He was calling me back. I thought he didn't like the part. I fucked up. And the girlfriend calls me back. No, he shot himself in the head. And like, great. Not great, but you know what I mean? Like, holy shit. You know, he was dead. And it's a fucking rough deal that we do. Music is a really big deal. The emotions are insane. And I'm grateful that I get to do that because everything I feel comes out there. Otherwise, I'm fucked. And I get that blessing because most people don't have that. What do most people do? I don't know. There's nothing wrong with it, but I mean, I get to juxtapose it on one of these instruments, you know. And but most of my friends are dead, and I hate that part. I really do. I want to call people all the time, and I can't. I made it. The music is incredible.
And a lot of musicians are very like creative and passionate, but yet emotional people.
That's what I am. I'm not a rock star. No fucking tattoos. I'm not ripped.
They feel things.
I'm not tall. I'm not good looking. I love it. I'm a troll. I love it. I walked in those same rooms. And, you know, I keep writing. I can't stop writing music. It's weird. I can't stop writing no matter what I write. No matter what. I make music. I love it. There's something about it. That's how I talk.
That makes sense.
And no one gets it.
You're very complex. You're very complex.
Yeah, I'm complex, but it's just the way it's my communication. Other than my.
I bet most composers are complex though.
I don't know. I can't speak with them. I don't know. I just know me. The only way I can communicate is that. That's easy because it's linear and easy. Yeah.
Music communicates kind of to all of us. That's why people, that's why it's such a big thing.
Mm.
It has such a following. It always will. And it always, because it just incorporates every part of our life, good and bad.
Like I said, when Marilyn died, it took a B flat, and that was it. And she's B flat. You know why I think of it? Why is it B flat? My brother plays trombone. Trombone's a B flat, and I wish he pursued his music career. He didn't, and it's tuned in B flat, and I'm king of the horns. They always talk about that when I do my scores. I see your horns arrangements are insane, and I think for some reason she reminded me of that.
Why?
I don't know. She's a B flat. I mean, that's the fucking beauty of this thing. I think it connects to me more than her. And here she is. She's right here. You do a sixth, and you do this, that. And I see it all. See, when I write, I see it. It's very easy for me to write. I see it. It's like a photographic memory, but it's different. It's beautiful. And
when we were at the recording session last week, and turn it off. When we were at the recording session last week, and with everyone, what was going through your mind how were you working exactly doing that? Like,
I was making sure he was doing a good job. I really wanted Robert Zan to do the final, and I was grateful for what I was given. That's all. And it's a great piece of music. I can't believe I wrote it. See, I forget what I write. I write it, I'm out. I move on. I always keep moving on because that's how I grew up. You have to move on, and it was beautiful. And yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't what I wanted.
For last week.
Hmm?
It wasn't what you wanted for last week. Is that what you said?
No. He did a great job. He's a great guy, great singer. But I want Robbie. I want Robin. It's right for my song. That's why I wrote it.
Right.
Not why I wrote it. It's who. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. And then you learn acceptance. Maybe that's my next song.
I like that.
You've said to me many times, people ask you, how do you write this music? And you say something like, go through life, the life experiences, right? Is that what you
Yeah, so writing music. So when you write with film and TV, that's easy because they give you a fucking film and you look at it. It's, boom, this is what you gotta do. When you're writing songs and stuff, you look at life experiences. Okay, so growing up, used to get to watch my dad beat up my mom. I used to get to watch, happen a lot. And, watching pornos at 6 years old. My experience is fucking strange. I mean, high school, I'm jamming out with Van Halen and fucking Journey and all that. I had a really weird life. And all these things hit your head. And then all of a sudden, you're living in the car. You hang out at the Playboy Mansion all the time. It sounds cool, but it's not. And I always felt like a loser. And I'm a young kid and all that shit. And then it's like, why can't I have the things other people have? And then you date everyone on the planet, and then you get married, and then you lose your shit. And you're asking, I'm doing a quick run through. I don't feel loved. I don't. Music was the only thing. Because I nailed it every fucking time. I walked into a situation impossible and nail it. Nobody walks in the Kennedy Center and nails it in 3 days. I did. I was just stone drunk. Here it is. We met 4 presidents. I know 2 Beatles. There's only 2 left, so you can guess. It's a lot. It's a lot of shit. But making music is like, wow, it's here, man. If it's not here, it's nowhere. I loved it. I was sitting here playing the piano one time, and my friend Jack Dog was coming up about a project. Her record's sitting right over there. And he scared the fucking living shit out of me because he was watching me play for like 20 minutes or so. And he knocked on my window, that window. And he says, dude, what the fuck? And, this is a guy that didn't imagine. I mean, this is like the shit, right? And he said, man, you really know what you're doing. And I'm like, okay, you scared me, man. I just shit my pants, man. I'm gonna take a shower, man. Beautiful, man. We did 2 records together, and I love him. I love him. And how those experiences happen, when you think about it, it's incredible. I would not be here today without him. That's the straight truth. Ultimate. And wow, he's an incredible person. And I can't talk about his stories. These his stories, not mine. But those are my stories. But he's playing some ragtime shit and wow, an incredibly human being. And without him, I wouldn't be here for sure. And I loved it. He 1 o'clock in the morning, we're sitting in the fucking goddamn studio mixing. Who's mastering this thing? And I'm like going, oh fuck, mastering, and I'm like going, I didn't think about that. I want to go to bed, man, and so he calls up the greatest mastering engineer in the world, and it got done. And I said, I have no money, dude. Done. And wow. How do I walk into those circles? I don't know. They love the music. It's the best thing I ever wrote in my life. I'm proud of it, and I have a right to be. That's weird shit. I mean, this is weird shit. I walk through these circles, and I'm just a guy that hangs out in my little fucking house, and I don't really want to go anywhere else, and been there, done it, and I don't care. I've been in all the rich circles, Oscars, all that shit, done all that stuff. Guess what? Keep it. You know what's great? Sit in my house, snuggling up with my doggies. And
I think a lot of people feel that way.
I'm very simple. If I was just like a slob, it's awesome. One of the things I love about my friend Jack is we were just like slack. He said he commented on Facebook because they were making fun of me how I dress. He said, "Tell me you're a fashion designer." That's like,
stylist.
Bro, and this guy's done some of the biggest fucking records in human history, and he saved my life. Love this guy. Yeah, without him, I wouldn't be here. And effort. Love him. Cool guy. He did the biggest shit. And yeah, but I don't know. It's like, I can't really drop a lot of names. But here's what I love about it. I'm just a composer. I'm a no one. Yet, I've been with the best.
You're a no one with Grammy nominations.
Uh-huh.
You're a no one with 12 Grammy nominations.
12
no
Grammy
one in the world.
12 Grammy is pretty cool, but I mean,
Just no one.
it's not. What really matters in life is like, I don't know, actually. You gotta love yourself, you gotta be here. All my music comes from here. Here. Without this, you have nothing. As fucked up as I've been, I know that. It's it. This is it. My music has helped a lot of people different ways, and I got to share it. And I remember when Jack got me in that one room. He says, "You belong here." I said, "No, I don't." He said, "Yeah, you do." I'm like, "No, I don't." And that was that argument. And it's here. So music is really just a thing that makes no sense. It makes no sense. She was playing an Elton John song. Harmony. Wrong key, sorry. That's what it is. It's harmony. I wish I wrote that. He did. Faster. But it's beautiful. And but that's what it is. It's called harmony. And if you don't have harmony, you're screwed. I don't have harmony. I thought I did, and I don't. It's beautiful. Harmony is beautiful. It's like,
The harmony is one of those things that you kind of, sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. No one's ever going to have like just a harmonious life from start to finish. It doesn't work that way, as much as I wish it would.
yeah. That was a nice man to me. He's a nice friend. And
He was a complicated man also. And that he went
I
through
am
those
a
things.
complicated person. I'm very complicated. I think you thinking I saved my way out. There's no way out.
What do you mean? You think what?
There's no way out of the madness, and I keep thinking I played my way out of it. And I can't.
But that's just how you're wired. He used to say to me all the time while I'm talking, it must be hard to, like, I have so many thoughts up in my head. I like often say, like, it must be hard to live in my head. It is, very much so. But it's, complicated people are very interesting and unique too. But sometimes as you and I were talking, it might be easier if we were simple. Simple people have it just,
What I love is a fucking thing. It's really funny. I've been reconnecting with people I went to high school with. I'm an old guy, so it's talking 40 years ago, right? So all the girls that were hot, right? Oh, they want to be this chick, that chick. They're all calling me, and they don't look the same, that's for sure. They definitely don't. And they're like, you were the greatest guy in high school. And at the time, I didn't think so. I didn't think they liked me. I didn't go with any of them. And I was too busy working. I was touring. And now they're telling me you're the greatest guy. And I'm like, why? Oh, because I got to do all this famous shit? I don't know. And they don't look good anymore. They just don't. And it's like weird. And I don't either. 40 years fucking nails you, It's just funny how time works, but with music, there is no time. I hit that fucking piano, it's beautiful. It's the only thing that helps me. It's the only thing.
But I think for a lot of musicians, it's like
It's
that.
the most honest thing I've ever hit in my life. You hit it, it's not just a piano, guitar, whatever the fuck it is, music. It's honest. And it doesn't bite back. It doesn't not fall in love.
It doesn't disappoint you.
Nope. I love it. I want it. And doesn't matter if I get paid fucking $10. I don't give a shit. It makes me feel good. Yeah, it's pretty incredible. Doesn't lie. Nothing. It's like, it's what it is. You touch it, and it's like, holy shit. Yeah, it's amazing. And I'm really good at it. That's a problem. I'm really good at it. It doesn't mean anything if you make money at it. I'm really good at it. And more than most. And then I can go curl up in a ball and cry, and it's fun. Because I just did something amazing. And those notes will jingle. And they do. And I made millions doing that shit. And it wasn't about the money.
It became your identity. That's who you were.
My identity is music.
Yeah. The music
My identity is actually me. And that's what it taught me. I found myself. No human being, no anything ever taught me identity other than music. I am Shawn Clement.
The music man.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's an amazing. amazing thing. It doesn't mean it's good or bad. It's just what it is.
Did you say when you were in court, what did the judge used to refer to you as?
You write the songs. What's his name? Rick wrote songs.
Animal.
Very
I
mellow.
write this. Very mellow, yeah. She called me Mr. Mellow. He's wrote incredible songs. I mean, incredible songs. It's a movie that they did with Chevy Chase and Goldie Hawn a long time ago. See, I'm fucking old, so great, so funny, and so many songs that Barry Miller wrote. Incredible songwriter. You used to do commercials. Used to write a lot of commercials. Our friend Robert used to work for him.
Robert did? I didn't know that. Interesting.
But making music is like the most incredible thing you can ever do. It really is. It really is. And I love it more than anything. I'm at home when I do that. That's the only time I feel okay. And hang out with my doggies. Writing music is insane. It's like, I've written over 40,000 pieces of music, and it's like, it's not enough. It's my addiction. My ex-wife hated it. She fucking hated it.
It's a better addiction than other addictions.
Yes and no. It still takes you. You're not in the human race, and I just love making music. It's like when I'm in a studio, it's like I don't care how long it takes. I love it. I love all of it. The feeling, the touch, the sounds. I love the vibe. 40 years of that. That's what happens. And I can't wait to go back, I just want it. I want it more than anything. More than anything. I'm alone. I'm with me. I feel touched. That's it. And there's no fucking agenda. It's fucking funny than shit. I'm a musician. I'm a composer.
Thank you for watching today's podcast with Shawn Clement. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and push the like if you enjoyed it, and go ahead and comment if you have a question for Shawn or if there's anything you'd like to suggest for future podcasts. Thank you.
Much colorblind? It's black and white? Really? Wow.
It's like, my dogs are black, right?
Yeah, right.
I figure it out, man.